Hi everyone. Today we are going to solve the issue product of array except self. It is actually easy issue, so easy problem. So okay. So when coming to this issue, I just want to go to the examples. We will go through the examples and we will get to know what is we want. So here we are giving with some integer array and we need to return the product except self. That means when coming to zeroth product, zeroth one, we need to find out all the product and we should not calculate the particular index. So let's say for 0th index 2 into 3 into 4, that means 24. And when coming to the one in first index, it is 1 into 3 into 4, we are not calculating 2, that means 12. And when coming to second index, 1 into 2 into 4, we are just going to skip the particular self. Except self means the particular index. So this is the main thing we need to achieve. So we are not going to follow any particular algorithm in this issue. I'm just going to solve it by considering all the uh, possible ways in this one, possible situations, okay, or scenarios. So first I'm going to find the product. So I will just loop it through this this array. And what I'm going to do is, if num is equals to the particular value is not equals to zero, then only I will calculate the product. Why? Because if any value is zero, then ultimately our product will become zero. So that is the reason. Okay. So when num is not equals to zero, so product is equals to product into num. Yes. So after completing this loop, we will have our product, and our next step is to create the result is nothing but having the same length of nums array. And I will just look through uh, this particular num slot length or result slot length, both are fine. And our next step is to uh, fill this result. So result of I is equals to nothing but product by num of I. That's it. So once we find all this one, we just return the result. So it is not going to work for all the conditions. Uh, I intentionally wrote this code so that we will see what is going to happen. Okay, it will work for example one, but it will not work for example two. Okay, let me run it first. Yes, it's done. So what is the issue we got? So when coming to this case, we find the product. Find the product. Okay, product means we are accepting this zero, and we find the product that is 9. But when coming to index 2, where we are dividing that product by 0, so it is throwing divided by 0 exception. So in for not meeting this kind of issues, what we need to do is we need to find the number of zeros. Okay, so I'm just going to calculate the number of zeros. So I'm just taking one another parameter, that is number of zeros is equals to 0. So when num is equals to 0, we are going to increase it. So and now we are going to have one condition, that is is number of zeros is 0, and another condition is number of zeros is equals to 1. Okay, for these two examples we can only see two examples, right? So in this one, number of zeros is 0, and this one number of zeros is 1. So yes, so I'm going to make some changes in this one. Result is fine if number of, okay, I'm just going to copy it. If number of zeros is less than 1, okay, is less than 1, that means it is number of zeros is 0. That means, yes, I just copied the same code that we have. If number of zeros is not less than 1 and they are greater than 1, we need to make some changes here. So that is, we are going to have the same loop, no changes, but we will just skip when num of I is equals to 0. Then what we will do is we just we just make the result of I is equals to product. Let's consider this one. So we don't need to update all the remaining places where, let's say, in zeroth index we are having -1, but all the product by -1, anyway, like this product is going to have 0, right? So that means product is 0, but 0 by -1 is nothing, but we are going to have 0 only for all the positions except when where we have index as 0. For all the remaining places we are going to have zeros only. This example 2 is the greatest example, and for this particular index we need to just place the product. So mm, that that's the thing that I did. Like, if nums of I is equals to 0, then result of I is equals to product, and remaining cases we will keep that as 0 only. So I'm just running it. It is going to work for these two cases, but it is going to fail for another case when we submit this solution. Okay, so I again I'm intentionally submitting this. We will fix it once we face the error. Yes, this is the one. So let's say we are having greater than one number of zeros. So in this example we are having two zeros. That means anyway we are going to have the complete array as zeros only. So in two indices we are having zeros means, let's say, I'm going to give a particular example. So uh, 1 comma 2 comma 0 comma 3, some 2 comma, and again 0 comma 4. Okay, this is the one. And what we are going to do is, so what we are going to get from this one, so we are going to have our result as all zeros only, nothing difference. Why? Because two zeros means, while calculating this value, sorry, while calculating this particular zeroth index, I need to calculate everything. When coming to this particular index, I need to calculate the product except this particular value. Why? Because that, like, the product of except this value also contains zero, so that means we are going to have zeros only. So that is a condition. So add is what we need to simply add is when number of zeros is greater than 1. Okay, greater than 1 equals to 0, and the remaining cases. So I will just make small changes here. If name of zeros is greater than 1, then we just need to simply return result, no changes needed. If number of zeros is less than 1, that means 0, we just need to return this. And an else condition, that means if number of zeros is equals to 1, then we need to calculate it. That's it, it is going to work fine. Oh, sorry, I forgot to submit. Yes, it's working fine, and yes, that's it. So it's the best solution. You can see it's with 100%. So this is my solution about it. So what we have done is we found the three possibilities from this particular issue, and we had these three possibilities, like three scenarios. So finding out the number of zeros is a key point here, and finding out the product, and assigning all these values into a new array. That's it. It's a very simple one. That's it for today. Thanks.